Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Ink and Ashes. Today we're doing our first movie review, our first of a few, I think. Not sure how regularly these will be coming out, but if you guys like them, we shall do however many until you guys get bored. So today we're doing a slightly spooky one with Bram Stoker's Dracula, the 1992 version to be precise. And we should just be going through a few little key moments, perhaps some lines, characters we're fond of. But Lily, would you kindly start us off with the first question on our list?
That would be, what is our favourite character?
Ah, very good. Well, after you.
Mine is Mina slash Elizabeth. I think she's really cool. I liked her vibe, and I feel like you would say the main man.
Indeed,
I,
indeed.
I will
And
say
also,
I'm
of
terribly
course,
sorry for the background noise that you're going to hear on the probably the next few episodes that are coming out. My household is sick. My mic picks up a lot. I have tried to cut that down. Also, I have a kitten now, so she will make a lot of noise in the background playing with toys. I just want to preface that before we
she's
really get
also
into
utterly
this.
adorable
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. I don't know if you'll ever get to see her, but she is adorable.
She is a lovely little voidling. I haven't got a clear
Yes.
picture of her ever. Like, since getting her, I've not got a clear picture yet because she's just moving all the time. She's so fast. You have to add in
It's
the
also just because
meow as they run past.
she's also just pure darkness as well.
Oh,
Just completely like I imagine she's probably impossible to see when it's nighttime.
oh yeah, she really blends in. Black carpet, black bed sheets. I mostly live in just darkness, so it happens.
You and me both. Although I've tried to inject a little colour. Indeed, I
Shock.
know. Scandal.
Can't
Yes.
believe it.
But yes, back
Who
to
are
the
you and what
subject
did you
itself.
do with Leo?
I know. It's shocking, isn't it? I've started wearing colours now. But yes, so back to the review at hand. So Mina is your favourite character then.
Yeah, I really like her vibe.
Indeed, and also Winona Ryder, absolutely in her heyday in that
Yeah.
film. Fantastic. It's
I
brilliant with
didn't actually
everything.
know it was Winona Ryder until the end when the credits rolled. Like, genuinely, I was like,
Mm,
wow, really? Because this was my first time watching Dracula. Forgive me. This was Leo's movie pick. We will be taking it in
indeed, it
turns
was.
to choose movies and review them. We will get to them when we have enough time. We don't always seem to find the time to watch movies too often, so these might be dotted around a little bit.
Indeed, but hopefully, if you all enjoy them, then we'll try to make some extra time to do so. But yes, as you say, it is tricky to find a spare 2.5 hours or however
Oh,
long this film is. I know it's a long film.
absolutely.
Um, so yes, my favourite character. I have a number which I've had to fight to choose between.
Ooh.
Um, yes, because as you know, although I know our wonderful audience doesn't know, this is one of my favourite films. It's on my top three favourite films list of all time. Um, and so also it's also my favourite book. So I've had a bit of a tough time differentiating. But obviously, I'm going to have to say, in terms of the performance alone, Gary Oldman's Dracula has to be my absolute favourite.
I thought you would.
He, oh, absolutely. I mean, he just is Dracula to me. If only they'd given him the big like walrus style, well, it's not really a walrus style, but the big moustache when he was old Dracula, that would have been amazing. But it is visually stunning. His performance is brilliant. The accent is just the right amount of Bela Lugosi, and just the right amount of sort of genuine Transylvanian Wallachian as well, which is quite entertaining. Because a lot of people don't know Bela Lugosi is actually Hungarian, not Transylvanian. But anyway, he was just brilliant. The performance was amazing. He looks good and rings true in every single outfit. Also, although I am a straight man, I must admit that he is very handsome in the grey morning suit and very striking with the blue glasses and everything. So I just think it looks fantastic.
Oh,
There you go. The
amazing.
Dracula's my favourite.
Yeah.
The close runners up, I'd say Anthony Hopkins' version of Van Helsing was incredible, absolutely brilliant. Especially just the cruel twists of desensitized brutality. You know, oh, was Lucy in pain? Yes, she was until I cut off her head and put garlic in her mouth. It's like, oh, that's lovely. Say that to her
Yeah.
best friend and her husband. Yes. Um, so, what is the next question on our list?
Favorite line? I have two, so would you like to go first?
All right, I shall go first. Um, so I think there are a few that I really sort of had to fight to choose between.
Okay.
Um, I was going to choose some of Jonathan Harker's ones because I absolutely love Keanu Reeves, right? But in this role, the accent that he puts on, and he was very
Yeah.
early in his career, it's not great. And it is just absolutely hilarious, some of the stuff he says, the way he pronounces things, but it's not actually the lines themselves. So without me doing an American accent attempting to imitate a British accent poorly, which wouldn't come across terribly well, I've had to choose one that's not so much funny and is more serious. The one I've chosen is actually the line Gary Oldman took the entire role to say. But the only reason he took the role was to say, I have crossed oceans of time to find you. This is beautiful, beautiful line.
It is
And
a
there you go,
great
that's my one.
line. It's very cracking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cracking like
That
cracking cheese, yeah.
sure. Right. So I do have two. So we have I
Mm,
renounce God, which I can relate to.
mm.
Fair. Um, and then my favourite, like top favourite, it seems I've been rather naughty by Renfield, which inspired the blooper line that we have that is Leo's been rather naughty.
Yes, indeed. I completely forgot that was from this film, honestly. It's just become part of our sort of lexicon at
Yeah,
this point.
it's great. I think about it all the
Fantastic.
time. I'll
Mm.
just say it to myself in regular daily life. Don't ask
It's
me
almost
why.
like we've got another one, haven't we? Ponzi Jump, which is one of my favourites. However,
Uh,
that will be
yeah,
explained a little further down the line.
yeah, that's
Yes,
in another movie review, so stay tuned. Also, if you'd like to see any
indeed.
specific movies, you could drop them in the comments.
Yes. Please
I
do put
think
a
we'd be
request in
down
there.
to broaden our horizons just a tad. We will be leaning
Mm,
towards more gothic movies, probably to
mm.
start with. But I think we could go and watch a Disney movie and have a good sing along time
Sure.
potentially.
Indeed. Well, that's something I don't think everybody knows about us, is that we are both trained singers.
Mm.
So, yes, we could do a sing along if it wouldn't get us demonetized,
No, no,
but
no.
we
I
shall
mean while
see.
we're watching.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. That'd be very fun. Actually, out of all the Disney movies, is there one that you'd want to watch specifically? Just out of curiosity, as on the side.
Maybe Frozen or Moana.
I've never seen it. I've never seen Frozen. I've seen
Oh my god,
Moana, but never seen Frozen.
there's two Frozen movies.
There are
TV's Frozen
two.
too. Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
I
I'm
see. Well, I should
Italian.
have
I
to watch
can't do
both
the
then.
Australian accent right now, which is sad.
It's all right. It won't trigger me this time, I don't think. I always have to do an accent whenever you do an accent. But
Well, it's a
yes,
damn
we
shame.
could definitely do. It might work later down the line. We'll see. Actually, I've done one today, so it's okay. I've checked it off the list. Uh, but yes,
Did you check
so
the list
that would be
twice?
quite fun.
Sorry.
Nice, good. I like that one.
Thank you.
That was good.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
don't know when this is actually going out, but for anybody who's watching, the reason that was so funny is because we're recording this a
just
little
after
closer.
Christmas.
Yes, a little closer to that time of year. Um, so the next one, I don't know if you've also written this one down, but have you got a worst character?
Um,
Like one you like
I
the
haven't got it
least?
written, but I know in my brain who I hate, and
Who do you hate?
it is unfortunately what's the guy's names? It's the group of people. The ones who don't really play into the story too much, like they're there for 5 minutes.
Oh, yes. I think you're thinking of Lord Godalming, Arthur Holmwood, Lucy's husband to be. Is that who you're thinking of? The Lord.
There's a load of guys who are near some crates at some point. That you've got the guy who wears like the cowboy hat,
Oh, that's Quincy. Yes. So you've got
Quincy,
Quincy,
and the
who's the
band of
American.
boys.
Yes. Is it just them
Yeah,
collectively?
yeah. Well, they don't really add
Oh,
much to
fair.
the movie. It's like, why are they there? Give them something to do. You're paying them. Do something with
Mm.
them, even if it's going to be
Funny,
awful.
funny you should say that because comparing it to the book, they all have so much to do in the book. Quincy, who all gets cut from almost every adaptation of the book, is the best character by far. But yes, you're right. They are
Probably.
given barely anything to do, aren't they?
Yeah,
It's yes.
they need
I
something to do. They appear like they've given them a reason to be there, but not much of a reason. It's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go off and hunt and be gone. Like they're there for 5 minutes. Seriously, someone give me the
yes, they do
runtime
sort
of
of
how long
come and
those
go.
characters are on screen.
Can't be more than 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Mm.
you meet them
It's what, two and a half
briefly.
hour film?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long one. It
It
just
is a
seems
bit
so
concerning.
silly.
Mm. Yes, it sort of feels like wasted potential, especially with Richard E. Grant playing Dr. Seward as well. Amazing actor, national treasure. Really nice chap, apparently, as well. I should like to meet him one day. But yes, I completely agree with you. I think they're pretty wasted. They're not well developed as characters.
Yeah. A lot of the time you can get
I
a
think,
lot more in a movie rather than you can in books
mm,
because you don't have to explain what characters look like, you just see what they look like. So I feel like that cuts a lot of time instead of being like, oh, this character had long flowing golden locks that reached the floor and swooped as she walked gracefully across the ground in her perfect golden slippers, you know? You don't have
mm,
that lead up. It's just straight. They are that character. You see them on screen. They are that character. You don't need to describe what the hair is, what the character is looking like, the structure of their face, the way their eyes glimmer. You see it. You don't need to say,
mm.
"Oh, that person's crying." You see that person crying. So, how do details get lost?
Exactly that. It's quite peculiar how they did put that little in, I think, especially with the director as well. It's
Hmm.
Francis Ford Coppola, the man behind The Godfather. Managed to fit so much into that film. It's about the same run time as well. We'll get into my love of The Godfather another time, but yes, it lost a little in translation, I feel, but I definitely still feel this is the best adaptation of the book in
Don't get me
terms of
wrong.
sort of what they managed to include.
It is
Mm,
still a good movie. I very much enjoyed
mm,
it, but I wanted more. I wanted a little bit more.
yes. I think we would have happily taken another three-quarters of an hour of watching the film if
Yeah,
it had a little bit more of those characters in it, perhaps.
I would. It's like some people who watch the director's cut. I feel like they
Oh,
expect
yes.
more from movies because it's the director's cut, you know? It has to have more in it.
Exactly.
And sometimes it just doesn't. It's filled with such waffle.
Mm. I mean, a lot of cuts of films, like, for example, the extended editions of The Lord of the Rings, I think most
Mm.
people who like Lord of the Rings will only ever watch the extended cuts, even though it's like an extra 2 hours, 3 hours of material.
If
Um,
it's worth it,
or,
then do it.
yeah, absolutely that. Blade Runner's another one. There are 7 or 8 different cuts of Blade Runner, and there's only really one that's worth watching, and that's the director's cut, like you say, the final cut
Mm.
version. So, is there any other item upon the list that you'd like to address for this film?
Well, there are some moments that we spoke about, and I feel like we should give them a notable moment and talk about them as the scenes that they were, because I don't think movies often get that time to shine. A lot of the time, it's
Mm.
you watch the movie, you move on. You don't really sit there and have a movie night with your family and then talk about it over the last kernels of popcorn. No, you probably are going off to bed or putting something else on. So, do you have any notable moments?
Oh, I have quite a few, I must admit.
I do have a
Um,
few as well.
but oh, excellent. Would you like to go first? Because
Ah,
I am liable to waffle, and I don't want to make you forget what you're going to say by waffling for too long.
we'll take it in turns. I
Mm.
have the first point is Mina wrote to Dracula in purple, which is a royal colour of the time, because apparently crushing red things and blue things and mixing them together, they didn't really know that science back in today. So purple was quite a royal
Aye.
colour, and she knew him as a prince, so I thought that was quite nice to be like, oh, she's acknowledged that she is going to be breaking his heart, and like, hey, I love Jonathan, which can't see why. Really can't see why, but oh,
Keanu Reeves.
yeah,
That's why.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Each
He's
to their own and
breathtaking.
all that. I guess
Yeah,
not my cup of
yeah.
tea. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
definitely
fair
gonna
enough.
go for the vampire.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
I'm not dumb.
if it came to the decision of living forever, being a cool gothic vampire, or being a lawyer's wife, you'd choose the vampire, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's kind of a
Yeah,
no-brainer.
it is, exactly. The God knows how many times I've watched this film, I never noticed she wrote in purple to him. But that's fascinating. I, I mean, I've watched that film, I don't know how many times. It must be upwards of 40 times now. Never noticed that.
I just thought it was a nice little nod to the fact that she knew him as a prince and she was acknowledging that.
Mm.
And even though she was breaking his heart by choosing to be with a lawyer, that she still acknowledged him as a prince. I feel like that's reading into, or reading under the lines, through the lines. What's that? I
Between the
don't know.
lines.
Between the lines,
Yeah.
somewhere. But yeah, it was a nice moment to go. Oh, she's gone for a royal color. It was 1992 when they released it, so I think the movie's aged quite well. But I feel like
Mm.
that detail has probably been lost throughout the centuries of people watching it, or the people who will be watching it in years to come. But it's a nice little sweet thing to be like, oh yeah, that was purple ink. He's a prince,
Mm.
royal color.
The
Makes
attention to
sense.
detail.
It
Mm.
there's a lot of detail in this movie. You blink, you could miss it.
Mm. It's absolutely beautiful as well, just visually, this film. And all those little details you don't even notice. I mean, you do, I don't.
It has
But yeah, it's
aged so
fantastic.
well, like fine
It
wine
has.
or fine blood, shall I
Certainly
say?
has been. Oh, yes, perhaps that's more appropriate. So, for I think my first scene that sort of really spoke to me, so to speak, I think it has to be that entire opening section with the main score playing over, and it's the silhouettes. That almost chiaroscuro, I think that you pronounce it, Japanese art style. Is it Japanese? Or am I just waffling out of my arse? It doesn't matter. Anyway, that really nice shadow, nice belch. Give that one a
There
good
you
6.5, 7. I had good bass.
I held on to it for a little while.
Yeah, so it grew a bit. But yeah, so this opening scene, it's sort of shot in that the silhouettes on that sort of orange red background and the really powerful, quite gothic theme playing in the background. I just think it's immediately sets the tone. You know it's going to be a horror movie, but you know it's going to be a beautiful one.
Mm,
And anything that's sort of like Victorian-esque and gothic um, needs that sort of that hint of melancholic, grim beauty to it. because that's what the Victorian age was in a way. It was melancholic, it was grim, especially for the lower classes, but it was also beautiful if you look at the architecture and the clothing and everything at the time. Anyway, I'm not writing an essay to my university professor. I mean, I will be in about 20 days, but we'll get to that. Um, but I think that opening is probably my initial foray into favourite scenes. What's your next one?
Just a second, because you said that you missed some of the detail, and that was quite
Mm,
detail. It was full
thank you.
of detail just there, so I wouldn't say you miss all of the detail.
No, that's very kind of you to say. Just some of the smallest ones, I suppose.
Yeah,
But
I mean the
yes, what is
writing
your next?
that's kind of minuscule.
Mm,
My next one is that Mina drank through the veil, and I really didn't like that. I didn't.
mm,
She wore a
mm,
veil and she drank wine, maybe. I
mm.
don't know. I don't remember what the liquid was, but lift your veil, love. It's not that difficult. Please.
Indeed.
It's gonna be hard to get that stain out. No, that put me
Oh, I
off.
thought it was the Black Veil in all fairness, but yes, yeah, that is very fair. It is. Can you imagine how wet that little like wet patch would be? It'd be
Yeah, and
really
it'd be
grim.
on your
Uh,
face. Ugh, no.
yeah, grim, nasty, ruin your
Oh.
makeup. Not
Well,
fun.
that, and also then you have the texture of it. It's thing things that are wet, they get heavier, right? So you do your
Mm.
washing, and you take out the washing machine. It's heavier than it was when you put it in. That's because the water has added weight. So the liquid would add weight to the veil, and it. Oh no, unsettling.
The drape would be off. Cardinal sin.
Ugh.
Yes,
Not my cup
very
of tea. That.
unsettling. No, indeed. Or just anything wet against your skin just feels wrong. I just don't like it. Gives
Oh
me
my god, wet
sensory issues,
jeans,
I find.
so bad,
Oh,
so bad.
oh. I must admit, I'm so picky with the like cloths, like against my skin. I can't do jeans anymore. It's so weird. I've got really
I can't
sensitive skin. I
either.
just can't do it.
Yeah.
No, horrendous. Nice worsted wool for me. Bit itchy, but it's comfy. Anyway, it is. It's like sleeping in your bed sheet, or
Itchy
it's
but
just it's very
comfy.
pleasant.
How do those two words end up in a
You see,
sentence together? I don't know.
when you first put it on, I know it's a bit illogical, but when you first put it on, it's a bit itchy. But if you can get through like the first couple of days, it really softens up and becomes some of the most comfortable clothing you'll ever wear, like wearing a blanket in the winter. But anyway,
I
yes.
do that.
Um, mm, or just wear a blanket in the winter instead
Yeah.
of wearing itchy clothes and then having it be like a blanket. Probably more logical. You just cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
So, in terms of my next, oh yes, go on.
No, you go. That's
I was
fine.
just say, in terms of my next scene, I think, ooh, what's the next one? Too many to choose from. I think probably that scene on the subject of Mina writing to Dracula. One of the scenes preceding that, I think almost directly, is where they have dinner together over sort of this candlelit dinner with the silhouettes in the background through the window, and they're having this moment where they speak about his lost love Elisabetta, and that was a voice crack and a half. And
Don't worry, I
he
might
has
join
this
you
moment
soon.
where he's oh yes, we're both slightly under the weather today, so we have lots of voice cracks, viewers. So feel free to laugh at us. But yes, so this scene where he's sort of recanting his lost love, and it's very emotional, very intimate scene between the two of them. But it's the way, like, because in this film there's a lot of like nudity and there's a lot of sex and stuff like that in it,
Mm.
and it's all very like how shall I put it, very in your face, so to speak. But there's this moment of like it's the most intimate scene in the film, I think. It's certainly the one that resonates with me the most. And while you have got all that stuff like the saucy naked vampire ladies and the scene where Dracula and Mina sort of they have that moment in the bedchamber. There's all of that, but then in this, there's that moment of emotional intimacy where it's almost like their hearts are touching. I feel like that's probably the one of the most powerful scenes in the film. So I'd say that's probably my favourite scene overall.
You touched upon that bedroom scene with Dracula and Mina. Do you remember the
Ah,
quote
yes,
that
yeah.
I said? Do you remember the thing that I said when we were
I
watching it?
don't. What did you say?
He's going to put a bat up her nightdress
I
because he's a
forgot about
bat.
that. Yes, indeed, indeed.
See, what you need to add to
Very
your
good.
sheet is Lilly quote.
I do need to do that.
Yeah,
Yes. Because there are some memorable ones. It's always you as well that comes up with them, I find. But yes.
I'm just quirky like
Have
that.
you another?
I have
Have you another
many.
scene or? Yeah. Oh, brilliant!
Um, a quick
Go
one
for it.
is I really liked the glass coffin that they put Lucy in. It's not really a notable moment. It was just more of a I really like that. I would like one. Yes, please.
Mm.
Yeah.
They are very cool coffins, or that is a very cool coffin,
Also,
rather.
something that you said while we were watching the movie was the fact that Dracula consumes more blood. He gets younger,
Mm.
and how that has kind of been lost in more and more recent renditions of vampiric movies. So I thought
Mm.
that's definitely a notable moment. Not that it's from the
Mm.
movie itself, but it's kind of from you pointing out what happens. So again, it's something that you
Mm.
see. It's not. I've lost the word.
Yeah,
Not
I know what
something
you
that's
mean though.
said
It's sort of you
by
don't
the
see it in.
characters. You see it.
Yeah, there's something that's shown. Yeah,
Mm.
I think that's it's absolutely something that gets ignored a lot in Dracula. Uh, at the time of recording, the new one's just come out. It's the Luc Besson one,
Oh.
Dracula: A Love Tale. Can't recommend it. Full stop. However,
Oh.
it still has that thing of him growing younger. And while I think they did it better in the film that we're reviewing today, I like that they still included it. It's very rare that you see it, and I feel it nice. Give that one a good
Thank
seven
you.
and a half. Not at all. Yeah, I feel like it's something that they don't touch on very often in terms of vampires. I like the idea that they wither the hungrier they get, the more starved they are.
Yeah.
There's just as a, I know because I'm chundering on about this now, but I just love it so much. There's an adaptation of Dracula which has got very little to do with the book, but is absolutely fantastic, which is the one that Mark Gatiss and Stephen Moffat did back in 2020. They did a mini series 3 episode run where Clay Spang played Dracula, and he starts off as this really grotty, ancient, sharp toothed, scraggly haired thing, and he gets to become this very suave, sort of almost silver fox type figure.
Mm.
Um, and you see him grow younger in stages, which I
See,
really
that's
like. Every
nice.
night
Yeah.
Jonathan spends. It's cool. And one thing I really like from that adaptation that they didn't have in any other one was that his accent changes as he
Oh.
feeds on Jonathan. He becomes English. He picks up the language. I think that's really cool because he just can blend in. He's the apex predator. Of course, vampires would do that. Of
Yeah.
course, they'd assimilate languages and accents and dialect.
It's like if you're a vampire and you drink
Hmm.
someone's blood, say they were drinking alcohol and they are entirely smashed, would
Hmm.
you then get drunk from drinking them?
I am very glad you asked this, or posit
Mm-hmm.
this as a theory, because I have an answer for you.
I thought you might.
So as you know, but I'm sure the viewers don't yet know, although I might have waffled on about it in the past. I'm a big fan of Vampire the Masquerade. I think it is the quintessential vampire storytelling universe. If you want to explore what it means to be a creature of the night, blah blah blah. But in that,
Don't say blah blah
uh,
blah. Had
in
to.
that universe, if of course one must. We should review Hotel Transylvania at some point. Uh,
Yes.
but yes, in that universe, if you feed on a mortal who has consumed a substance of any sort, you then become affected as they are by that substance. If you drink blood from a mortal that's drunk, you get drunk. If they're high on cocaine, you're high on cocaine.
Oh
You know, if
wow.
they're tripping out balls, you're tripping out balls. And it's the only way to feel that sort of thing. And kindred, as they're called in that world, or vampires, can become addicted to those substances, but only through drinking blood from people who are on those substances. So it's a really interesting idea. So personally, in my brain, because of that, yes, you can get drunk if you drink the blood from a drunk person.
All right. As a vampire that I long to be, I will only eat the finest vegans.
Oh yes, very good indeed.
Hmm.
As a vegetarian, I suppose it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I'd sort of be a little bit like, how do I put it? I would not have very good taste as a vampire. I feel like I'd just go for anything that would satisfy the need at the time. I'm like, you know what? Don't care if you've got diabetes. I'm going to drink your blood because you're tasty. Something like that, you know.
Uh,
Whatever conditions might exist within a person's blood. Wouldn't care as long as it's blood.
it depends what sort of lifestyle you're living at the time. Say if you're
Yes,
living in your giant mansion, because obviously, who would be a
of
vampire
course.
and not have shit tons of money? Let's be honest,
After a
right?
hundred years,
Yeah,
yeah,
if you're
exactly. If
still
after 100 years
broke,
you're not rich,
yeah, you might as well just step into the sun.
mm,
If,
precisely
if you
that.
don't own the finer things in life and you're going to live forever, you kind of need to get those. Acquire them.
Mm,
Steal from the people that you drink from, you know? Just take a little sip,
exactly,
take it out their wallet,
exactly.
you know, chuck that in your pocket while you're slurping down their life essence.
Sorted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it'll work out
Alternatively,
eventually. And,
it
you
will.
know, depending on what sort of vampire life would actually have, because we don't know, vampires might
Mm,
exist. They might. I really want them to. If there's a vampire listening, hit me up.
indeed. Likewise.
Yeah.
Yes. On the subject of drinking blood and sort of gaining wealth and such, like if it's the kind of vampire that can mesmerize people, just mesmerize them to give you their entire net worth.
Yeah. Make them work for
Simple
you.
as. Exactly.
Have your own
Exactly
Renfield.
that. Epic. Amazing. It would
Hmm.
be easy to become rich as a vampire, let's face it. Especially if you're like the ones from Twilight that can see the future, or whichever one it is from Twilight that can see the future.
Or Vampire Diaries, you can compel them to forget.
Mm,
So you can literally
exactly.
tell them to go to their day job and give you a cut of the money, but also come round like every 7 days and donate a little bit of their blood for your dinner. They're all good.
Yeah.
Result,
Sorted.
yeah.
I think we've thought about this quite a bit, haven't we, actually?
It's actually a lifelong dream to live
Of
forever.
course. Aspiration.
Yeah.
Of course. Exactly that. I mean, that's one of the upsides of being on the internet. You'll live forever one way or another.
Mm.
But I
Yeah.
suppose
My
it sort of
my
depends on
YouTube
one's
videos will
notion
be
of
out there forever,
immortality. Exactly.
and now these will.
So we've achieved immortality in one way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our thoughts will exist. Our voices will still be around. It's an interesting thought,
That's
that.
an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Yes. Ha.
Same brain. Jinx.
Quite so.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, shall
Do
we
you
do?
have any more? I've got a few left.
I have a couple still to go, but
Okay.
I reckon I'll do one more and then I'll hand the mic over to you and you can tell us the rest of your scenes. I like how you got more scenes that you liked out of this film than I have because this is my favourite movie.
Yeah, but you've seen it so many times, so there's probably things that you might just be overlooking and going, oh, that's maybe a little bit boring now, and
Yeah,
I'm a
true,
fresh pair of eyes.
true.
So
I
the
suppose I
movies
would
that
have
we're going to
been, I would have
try
gotten
and
over stuff.
yeah, the
Mm,
movies we're trying to go for is
mm,
to broaden each other's horizons. so to speak.
Indeed.
So there'll be one that I have seen that Leo hasn't, and that'll be on my recommendation list to him, and we'll try and watch together and then review here for your entertainment. So whether you're
Indeed,
driving
your
to work
delectation and
or,
mm,
I don't know, you're sat in the office and you're maybe listening to
mm,
try and see what you want to watch when you get home. Cheers to that.
indeed. So I think what can be my final scene that I'm very fond of? Hmm. There are many to choose from. There are
I
many
thought
to
you had a
choose from.
list.
I do have a list. I've got too many on the list. Uh,
I mean, you
I
can rattle them
reckon
off quite quickly.
I could. Now, I shall pick one, but I will just give a quick disclaimer as well. When I was speaking about that last scene I was speaking about, um, I realised my tone probably denoted a sense of disapproval about the saucy scenes. I don't disapprove of them at all. I think they actually quite make Bram Stoker's vision. They actually sort of explain a bit more of what he was going for, because he was going for certain metaphors in the book, which I think come across really beautifully in the film.
Who doesn't
They have
like
their
seeing
place.
the
I think
odd
it's
booby?
also there is that,
Yeah.
especially if they belong to Monica Bellucci, but we shan't get into that. So, you can cut that. Please cut that. That was cringy as anything. Anyway, you're going to leave that
Nah.
in now, aren't you?
That's a clippable
And
moment, isn't
incidentally,
it?
incidentally, Monica Bellucci, if you're listening to this, please, I apologise.
You got a
You're
great
a
pair
very
of
talented
knockers, though.
actress. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. Now,
I don't even know which one
quickly
you're on
segue
about.
into the next part. She was the main one who is like, I think she's in most of the scenes where like Dracula appears. She's the one in the middle.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know
yes.
the
Anyway, I
actors
shan't
and
describe the scene in too
actresses.
much detail, but no,
Um,
mainly because I don't want any demonetization to take place if I start narrating a saucy scene I remember a little bit too well. Um,
I'm just losing
but
it here.
anyway, me too. I'm trying to keep it together.
My cheeks hurt
But yeah,
already.
I'm trying to which scene should I pick to quickly segue out of this slightly
I don't know. Let me
wacky
rattle one off. Here we
conversation.
go. I did
Yes,
not
there you
like the
go. You go for
fact
it.
that Jonathan did not flip off the cliff when he was escaping the castle. Do a
Mm,
backflip, man. Do a front flip. Do something. Flip the bird. That would be
yeah, that
even
would have been
funnier.
cool.
That would be
Yeah,
even
that would be
funnier.
even better. I
Yeah,
did think that's what you
but
meant
he
when you
didn't.
said initially you didn't flip off the castle. I was like, yeah, you would do that,
Oh,
wouldn't you?
yeah. No, he didn't flip from the castle. That might be better.
Mm.
I'm
But
not
either
changing
would
it.
be applicable. I think either would work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have a scene, or should I
Um,
keep going?
I think I do have a scene. Actually, it's sort of a slight criticism, as a matter of fact, rather than a scene.
Mm.
It's still something that I like, that they included, but it's something I wish they'd sort of expanded on a little more, which is his voyage, his initial voyage after he abandons Jonathan in the castle and travels from I don't know where it is actually. It's from a port in Eastern Europe. It is actually stated in the book. I don't remember what it is, but he goes on the ship called the Demeter and travels. And in the it's sort of like I think they do an audio sort of overdub in the movie of the captain's log, because in the book it's only written about the captain's log. Um, 3 men are dead. Rats in the hold. I fear the plague. Bless you, or
Thank
rather,
you.
I give that one a good 7. But yes, so there's that scene of the Demeter. There's a whole movie based on that single, like 3 or 4 page chapter, called The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Amazing film. Hasn't been available in the UK until recently.
Oh.
Definitely recommend watching it. You can sort of watch it in conjunction with this, and it kind of lines up a bit. Um, but obviously it's different actors and there's a different style of monster in it. But it's very good. Still vampires, still Dracula. But I wish they'd expanded on it in the movie. I think it would have been amazing if they'd spent a bit more time with the characters. But I feel as though that criticism has been alleviated by the fact that we have got a a whole film not related to this one, but a whole film devoted to that. I think that's really cool.
We might
Anyway,
have to
back over
watch
to
and
you for
review
another
that
one.
one. Thank you.
We will. I do own it on Amazon, so we shall definitely watch that.
Wonderful. Right, I did not like that Mina ended up killing Dracula in the end. I wanted them to live happily ever after. What did I just say? Happily ever
Words.
after. Yeah, the words are hard, you know.
Mm.
I kind of expected a Romeo and Juliet ish ending. Although,
Mm.
wait, Romeo and Juliet end up dying. Never mind.
They do,
It did end up like a Romeo
which
and
also,
Juliet ending.
yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I would have liked that, to be honest. If they'd both died, I think that would have been cool.
Well,
Mm.
I would have preferred that they lived, but hey ho, that's okay. There was a great soundtrack at the end of the movie as well.
Oh yes,
It was
yes,
brilliant.
absolutely.
Whoever did that, props to you. That was brilliant.
I can
Enjoyed it.
I can tell you who did that actually,
Oh,
because I've got the soundtrack
of
and I've been
course you
listening to it on
can.
repeat this week.
All right, we know
Yeah.
it's going to be in your
Uh,
Spotify Wrapped for 2026.
oh, absolutely, we do.
I know what mine's going to look
Yeah, I mean,
like so
I
far.
presume a little like the current one, or the one we've just looked at, rather.
I've had Chapel
Let's
Roan
have a look.
on repeat for 2 days. 2 days.
Nice.
Yeah,
Right.
a little bit
I
of
have
Panic at
now
the
got the
Disco,
name of
a
the
little bit of
composer.
Aurora.
Oh,
Go on.
very nice, very nice. Uh, it's a Polish name, I believe. So forgive me for the mispronunciation. It is Wojciech Kila, apparently. So there you go.
I
That's
feel
the
like
name
that
of the composer. I
that
presume a
sounded
gentleman.
pretty good.
Thank you.
GG's to you.
Member of my family is Polish, so I presume I got that right. Please, if you do watch this, please do tell me if I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Either viewers or the member of my family in question who shall remain nameless, because I don't know if she wants to be named
She shall
publicly.
remain Dave.
She shall remain Dave. Yes, indeed.
That's gonna be an ongoing
Yes,
thing.
it must be. Absolutely.
Last thing
Whose go is it?
from
Yes, your one.
just the
Mm,
last one I've got. I
mm,
really liked the outfits on most of the characters. The green suit that
mm.
Dracula wore was absolutely impeccable, and you could
Oh,
go on and on
yes,
for years probably about suits. I know you're very fond of them, and Mina's
undoubtedly.
dresses.
Indeed.
They whoever
Oh,
put them in those things, thank you. They were beautiful. Loved
absolutely.
them. Absolutely
Mm,
gorgeous. I want I want some of those things in my life actually.
mm.
We should start dressing like
Same.
old timey people. Like
We
more people
must.
should
I do
just
know a
start
shop.
dressing like that because it's
Mm,
so good. So good.
it is.
It's
It's
very
fantastic.
posh and it seems proper. It's not the tracksuits that you see wandering around. So, it's
On the
quite
subject of
nice.
that, do you remember what I said when we were watching the film about Jonathan Harker and his suit?
No, actually I don't.
So it was one of our actually it's one of the few quotes that I think I did actually come up with. So basically, a lot of people don't know this, but the three-piece suit, which is at this moment in time considered to be the absolute height of being smart, short of being in a dinner suit or a tuxedo, as they so call it in America, um, the three-piece suit. But Jonathan Harker wearing that at the time, being a solicitor,
I
he would
do.
actually be considered like a roadman. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it
actually a
just hit
chav.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he stepped off the carriage and he was in brown trousers or something
Mm,
of the sort, and you were like, "Oh, that's very not of the time. I can't believe he's done that." Obviously, that's not a very
indeed.
accurate representation of you, but
No, it sounded
I
like me, to be fair. I
no,
probably did
no, I
sound
don't
like
think
that
it
at the
did.
moment.
No, absolutely not.
But yeah, you're entirely right. I was quite put off by it because of the fact that basically he was dressed in what the modern perception of a Victorian man wore, but actually it was more like 1920s or 30s. Um, in his style, because a gentleman who was respectable would not wear a three-piece suit. It was like wearing trackies and a hoodie is now,
Mm.
basically. We say roadmen, chavs, America, you'd understand it as white trash, basically. That's what one could compare that to, at least to my understanding. If anyone in the comments does have a better knowledge of it, please do go ahead. And when I finish my Victorian-based master's degree, and about this time next year, I'll be able to correct myself. There might be a video then when that happens of me going, "Wow, I was so wrong. What a knob."
You'll do
But
your
anyway,
apology video. You'll have to learn how to play ukulele.
yes, indeed I will. I have to relearn. I did learn once. I used to be able to play it quite well. Now I don't.
Yeah.
You can play the ukulele quite well, as I recall.
I have not picked
But
up the
yes,
uke in a great many years now. It's been a
like
while.
5, 6 years now, I
Yeah,
think.
something
Yeah,
along
it's
those
been a while,
lines.
definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
I
that's
think
definitely a
that's it
skill
in
I've
terms of our
lost.
review, isn't it, as well? Yes, me too. Me too. Oh, before we do sign off for this one, anyone who does want to dress in a Victorian-y kind of way, there's a wonderful, if you're in the UK, there's a wonderful shop called Darcy Clothing, who, if I'm not mistaken, provided some of the costuming for Peaky Blinders. Not that I've seen it, but apparently that's true. They're absolutely fantastic, but they are quite pricey. So if you want to dress like Jonathan Harker and be a Victorian roadman, then by all means get a Darcy Clothing. It's really good quality stuff. Anyway, over to you.
Well, I would like to say that at some point, one of our episodes was missing a word of the week. So Leo is going to make up
Oh,
for
it
it
was
in this episode. So if you've seen the short, because it would
indeed,
already be out before this episode, sorry?
indeed.
Over to
But yes,
you.
I
What's our word
believe
of the week?
I shall be doing. Oh, well, I should be doing two words of the week if I'm not mistaken. We have one for
Yeah.
today and one for the past. So I'm going to pick two.
We'll
I
do
think
the one that's needed first, like from the one
yes.
that we
I
missed.
think the one that we missed. I'm going to do strumpets. Quite a
Ooh.
good one. We've got a little list, by the way. So a strumpet, or strumpet plural. Now let me bring it out. Here we are. Is a woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationships, or in archaic parlance, a prostitute. Also,
Mm.
a harlot or a Jezebel is another one. It's a bit of a misogynistic term, I'm aware, but it's a word that sounds quite entertaining. Strumpet. So we're
Mm.
going to use that for today, um, and or rather for the one that we missed. And for today, I think in the spirit of Jonathan Harker, the Roadman, we're going to use the word anachronism, as it's not really an anachronism, but I feel as though it kind of fits. So an anachronism is something belonging or appropriate to a period other than that in which it exists or is portrayed. So for example, the series is rife with anachronisms ranging from mythical monsters to a Western outlaw with a Winchester rifle. That doesn't terribly well um, illustrate it. I think the best way to put it is if you watched a movie where a medieval knight brings out an electric guitar, that's an anachronism. There you go. Those were our words of the week.
Very
A
nice.
double, indeed. So, in fact, if there is nothing else to do for the rest of tonight or today or whatever time you're listening or watching this, thank you very much for joining us if you've made it this far. Do leave your recommendations for films in the comments and your own opinions on this film if you've seen it. Tell
Oh,
us whether or not you want to watch the film after we've talked about it. Oh, you have
I just had
something?
a thought. We need to rate it out of 10.
We
Our
do need to
overall
rate it out
rating.
of 10.
Can't believe I almost
After
forgot.
you.
I believe that's a solid 8 out of 10 movie. It's
Nice.
aged well. I liked it. I enjoyed a lot of the characters. Very well done.
Indeed. I would say, purely because of my fondness for it, 8.5. I'm aware of its flaws, but it is a brilliant film. So I think we're more or less at an accord there in terms of quality of film.
Hmm.
But yes, so thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for listening. And as I said, leave whatever feedback or ideas or film recommendations or opinions you have down in the comments for us. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And thank you very much for watching. Cheerio.
Bye bye.